So as you can see, I'm home. And in case you're wondering about the new background behind my bed, I ended up getting a mirror at Goodwill because I'm kind of trying to go for a Moroccan theme in my room. So what you see behind me is this mirror that had been plain. I'll tilt it up because I've got pretty high ceilings. You can actually see in the reflection just how high. If you look here, I've got a cathedral ceiling going in my bedroom, so the wall behind my bed is extraordinarily tall and just takes up a lot of space. So I wanted to get a Moroccan thing, get some artwork, but I also wanted to bring in light. So this mirror, I'll tilt it up again so you can see it. Goodwill was all plain wood, pretty beat up, but the lattice work kind of has this Moroccan thing going. So with a little bit of acrylic paint and some ingenuity, this mirror basically cost me a total of $15, and it's massive. It really is quite big. So the other nice thing that we did was, if we scroll over here, pay no attention to that mess. See that mirror? That mirror was another steel, and you can see the curtains there. Kind of picks up on that, and that was another thing. So the kids and I actually hung those today finally. Yay! So got a little bit of decorating done in my room, which makes it nice. That pile is still some stuff that's left over from construction, but for the most part, the house is really coming together. Um, so chemo went pretty uneventfully. That's the good news. I was feeling a little woozy, so my dad and I went and grabbed a sandwich after chemo and then came home. But still a little woozy. I think I'm a little fatigued. Um, so I'm in bed right now. Uh, my parents are coming over in like half an hour to have dinner with the kids or with us for Shabbat. But I've also got a little mini high school get together. So at some point I've got to change out of this t-shirt because I don't know how appropriate it is to get together with my friends in this, although they'd appreciate it. So I've got to get dressed at some point. But I'm tired and I'm having trouble focusing on stuff. So probably I'm trying to see if somebody can give me a ride. I'm getting a lot of kudos on the pigtails, so I think I'm actually going to keep them. It's fun. I think it's cute. So, and it definitely makes it better because especially with the wig, it gets matted in the back and difficult to manage. So chemo is done. I'll tell you the bummer. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I found out that um, because my cancer is estrogen responsive, that means that I'm going to have to go into hormone therapy, and that means tamoxifen. Um, it's at some level. And the catch is with tamoxifen is that it essentially puts you into an early menopause state. And while I'm not planning to have a whole brood of children, believe me, you've seen my two kids keep me on my toes. It's just one of those things where I don't know if I want to put myself through going um, into menopause too early. So that means that I've got to. There was a trial. That's okay. There was a clinic. What? No, 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 no. You're not watching TV in my room. Why? Oh, record it.
I did. The Muppet Treasure Island.
Okay, but you're recording it downstairs? No. No. Thank you, though.
Watch it downstairs because I've never seen Muppets.
You can watch it. That's fine. Are you going to say hello while you're here? Because I know you like to. All right, come and say hello.
Hi. You can only see my eyeball. Hi. Want to see the thing that I made Mommy?
You can show them. Anyway, so while she gets that together. Oh, here. Okay, go ahead.
Well, she wanted a wall-mountable evil eye to hang somewhere, so I made her this.
Which is actually a pretty good mock-up of some of the glass ones that I was looking at.
And
so.
then
Well, that's the back.
this, you might not be able to see, but there's a wall mount on it. But I made her an evil eye because I know she wanted it.
And you're evil.
Yeah. It'll keep me out of her room.
No, but the latch on my doorbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lock.
Yes.
By the way, you almost killed your purple glasses.
I almost killed my purple. Do I have purple glasses?
Remember the purple ones?
No.
When was the purple?
No. Those aren't purple.
They're
Those are brown.
Oh, well, you
Why?
almost killed them.
Why?
Because they were shoved in between two different pillows.
Oh, because I fell asleep with them.
And I looked like it was cracked, but it wasn't.
Can you bring it up, please?
Yeah. I took it out of the couch.
Good.
Hi.
Okay, bring them up. Okay,
Bye.
yes, I was gonna say now's the time to say bye. Anyway, so the thing is, there's a clinical trial that they were running out of Dana Farber, and the doctors there are actually affiliated with my doctor, so I thought that I'd be able to tap into that clinical trial. And what it does is it's using metformin, which is actually a medication that's used for diabetics, to in tangent with the tamoxifen, and it helps relieve some of the symptoms. It's meant to also try and prevent some of the. It can address the early menopausal issues. But the other flip side is, of course, both my parents are diabetic. I'm not diabetic, but given the fact that both my parents are, it's not too far removed to say, you know what, I need to think. Where did you think it was cracked?
No, it looked like it was cracked just where the pillows and the light.
Oh, okay. No, they're fine. Okay, thank you.
Bye, people on the internet that are watching my mommy.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, so the trial would use metformin, which is also used for diabetes. The other flip side is when you go through the tamoxifen and with attacks, and when you go into early menopause, it can cause weight gain. The steroids have already done that. The chemo has already done that, and I've never been one that needed to gain more weight. I need to lose it. The metformin actually has an effect where it helps weight loss. So it was just a win-win on everything from helping to prevent early menopause, the negative effects, of menopause, helping to prevent any, or help stave off diabetes, and then the weight loss. It was just an ideal situation. Apparently, though, they've changed the trial requirements, and because my paperwork didn't get in time. Um, the trial now only allows for people whose tumors were 1 centimeter, and mine was 8.125, or sorry, 0.8125. So that means that, or like 875 or something. So I missed it by like a decimal. So I need to talk to my doctor, because I told him quite point, quite bluntly, I'm not doing the tamoxifen without the metformin, period. So he's got to figure out a way to make it work, because I'm just not, I'm not prepared to go through all that. And I know that some of you guys, my friend Jody, for example, is probably cringing, saying, "What are you doing? You're positive. It's an easier one to do." Well, you know what? I'm not prepared to go through that. I've already got to deal with enough fertility type and gynecological considerations and decisions over the next couple of years that were just so far off my radar that I still am not at a point where I can address it. And I'm certainly not going to put myself through this right now. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. But that's where they stand. So chemo's done, but now the next hurdle is I've got the 2 surgeries coming up for the reconstruction, and we've got to deal with the hormone issue, which is going to be, I think, a battle. Because the other catch is I have no idea what my insurance is gonna go with, if it's something other than standard, which will be very interesting. Yay. So that's where things are. We'll see. We're going to bypass the Neulasta completely this time, so hopefully I won't have the bone aching that had me in bed for a week at a time with all the other treatments. Because my blood count was high enough, the doctor is pretty confident that it won't compromise my health. We'll see how that goes. So I will keep you up to date. And that's how day 1 is going for my final round. Bye. Live strong.